Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
Those aren't the words of someone unwilling to play for the Indiana Fever. In fact, they come straight from Sophie Cunningham, the WNBA enforcer who just landed in Indiana, ready to shake things up for Caitlin Clark and company.
Finally here! Found it! All right.
While Cheryl Swoops was busy claiming that no one wants to play in Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was doing the exact opposite, breaking the internet with her excitement about joining the Fever. From her press conference to her workouts and social media posts, everything points to one thing: Indiana just found the missing piece they needed, and the haters are about to eat their words. In this video, we'll break down everything Sophie said about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, her whirlwind first day with the team, and how she's firing back at the doubters. Ready? Let's go!
Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey. Oh, I love this. It's like I'm a rookie all over again.
What if I told you that while Cheryl Swoops was busy running her mouth about no one wanting to play for Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was actually poolside in Phoenix when she got the trade call? And her immediate reaction? No disappointment, no hesitation, just pure excitement.
Where were you when you found out about this, and what was kind of that general reaction to a fresh start here?
Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm normally by the pool. And so I was actually poolside when I found out. And, there's a lot of emotions just because I have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was like, oh, heck yeah. Like, we're about to go win a championship. Like, that's exactly where my mind went. And like I said, it's all about the people. It's about the culture. I learned a lot out there, but now I'm ready to move on to something bigger, something better, and have a lot of really great players around me to, seriously go win a championship.
That's right. The narrative that top players don't want to join the Fever just got completely shattered. While the haters were busy coming up with their next criticism, Sophie was already locking in and mentally preparing for a championship run in Indiana. Talk about a direct contradiction to all the negative chatter we've been hearing.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I think it's refreshing. I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, was drafted out there. I've had a really great time. I've been very blessed with being around a lot of GOATs in the game and learning the game on another level. But again, like, this is just a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot the ball, who move the ball, who are running gunners, and share the ball, like, this is the type of offense that I want to be in.
When Sophie finally stepped into Gainbridge Fieldhouse, her excitement was undeniable. The Fever's social media team documented her authentic thrill as she familiarized herself with her new arena. In one clip that swiftly circulated online, Sophie enthusiastically introduced herself with boundless energy.
I'm just stoked, and like I said, the offense is more my style, but I'm also surrounded by a great culture and great people, and that's what I'm also very excited about, to be here in Indiana.
But this move holds an even deeper significance for Sophie. As a Missouri native, returning to the Midwest feels like coming home. I love it, she expressed during her introduction to Indiana media. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just being closer to home means everything. This wasn't just another trade. It was a homecoming to her heartland.
How impactful will it be for you and your family to be back here in the Midwest, something that Caitlin had as well, and within driving distance for everyone, right?
I love it. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home. My sister is married and has a kid, has another one on the way, and family is everything to me. I have a really great support system, and you better believe I've already had over 100, 200 people reach out. Hey, how do we get season tickets? I was like, I have no idea. I just got traded 2 hours ago. So I think we're going to have a pretty cool fan base up here from Missouri. But again, it's my Midwest roots. I'm excited to be around Midwesterners again. It's my type of people, and so I'm happy to be.
What makes Sophie's arrival especially impactful is the immediate effect on team chemistry. In a league where some stars bring egos bigger than their talent, Sophie wasted no time stressing the value of a selfless, team-first culture.
I'm just excited. But to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work. And I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
Fans responded with overwhelming support, flooding social media with excitement about watching her in action. The connection was instant. No adjustment period needed. Sophie didn't just join the team. She fully embraced it from day one.
Now that I've been here, I have been paying a lot more attention to it, and it's crazy, right? Like it's a whirlwind, and there's an adjustment period not only for her but for her teammates around her, for Indiana as a whole. But I think it's all really good things, and so it takes a little bit to get adjusted to it. But after that, I mean, come on, it's part of something great that doesn't come around very often, and so if you're not paying attention, I don't know what you're doing.
This is exactly the kind of addition the favor needed. Someone who truly wants to be there, believes in their vision, and brings both talent and energy to the locker room. While critics like Swoops keep pushing outdated narratives, players like Sophie are letting their actions speak, proving that Indiana is becoming a destination franchise in the WNBA.
I know you said earlier this month that you'd be the Sabrina Carpenter to Caitlin's Taylor Swift.
That was a joke, but I guess people really took that seriously.
People love it. What excites you about playing with her this year?
I mean, she has changed our game in the best possible way in every way. And so just to be alongside of her and maybe relieve the pressure, being able to shoot and spread the court for her to go do her thing.
Remember all those moments last season when opponents treated Caitlin Clark like a punching bag? The cheap shots, the hard screens, the unnecessary contact after the whistle. Well, the Fever just added the one thing Clark desperately needed but didn't have: an enforcer who will make opponents think twice.
Still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her, and now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it. I just think the relationship piece is huge, and when you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody, and so I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here. But again, I think that just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be your.
Sophie Cunningham isn't just bringing her basketball talent to Indiana. She's bringing her reputation as one of the WNBA's toughest competitors, the kind of player opponents hesitate to challenge. In her introductory press conference, she made it clear: "I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates, I stick up for myself." Those 5 words about standing up for teammates might be the most important thing Caitlin Clark has heard all off-season.
Excited to play in front of the fans. I think that she's drawn a lot of people, not only to Indiana, but to the women's game as a whole. And so just to be a part of something great, just really happy to be here.
Let's be honest. Last season was rough for the rookie superstar. Game after game, we watched Clark get knocked around, bumped, and targeted with little consequence. The physical play kept escalating, while her teammates seemed either unable or unwilling to step in and make a statement. It was like watching a boxing match where only one fighter had someone in their corner.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie Cunningham.
This is exactly where Sophie Cunningham's presence will be felt. Throughout her career in Phoenix, she built a reputation as the ultimate enforcer, always ready to stand up for her teammates. When opponents went after Mercury stars, they knew they'd have to answer to Cunningham. And now, she's made it crystal clear. That same protection extends to Clark and the entire Fever roster.
There's so many videos of Sophie Cunningham just starting brawls.
What makes Sophie such an effective enforcer isn't just her willingness to get physical. It's her total commitment to doing whatever derby work the team needs. She thrives in contact situations, fights through defenders to finish plays, and creates space for her teammates. This physical edge fills a crucial gap in last year's Fever lineup, which often looked outmatched when games turned into physical battles.
It's a 3. Maisha Hines-Allen fouls her, and then tries to step over, and then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Maisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight. The refs are trying to break it up. None of the Mercury players are going to go near Maisha Hines-Allen. They're scared. She's scared of bejesus out of them. Maisha Hines-Allen's one of the toughest players in this league. Sophie Cunningham going head-to-head straight.
When you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody. I want her to do her thing. Anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here, Sophie declared, making it clear that protecting Clark is part of her mission in Indiana. Her toughness, ability to absorb contact, and knack for finishing plays will be crucial in allowing Clark to shine, without constantly looking over her shoulder.
Sophie Cunningham, in general, is just wild. Wild is the best word I can use to describe Sophie Cunningham. And, like, it is just, it's carnage. Like, it's carnage a lot of the time when Sophie Cunningham gets involved with anything. The amount of fights that Sophie Cunningham has been involved in is...
The ripple effects of adding a true enforcer go far beyond just Clark. Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell will also benefit from having someone who's willing to set the physical tone. More importantly, opposing teams will have to rethink their approach to facing the Fever. The rough-up Clark strategy now comes with real consequences, because when Sophie Cunningham is on the floor, she's not letting it slide.
I've always been a huge fan of Stephanie White, and I'm not kidding. We, in college, we played, she coached against me and whatnot, and so we've known each other for quite a long time, and since I've been in the league, I was like, hey, what are you going to coach me? You know, like, it's always just kind of a running joke, and it's been one for the past, like, 3 or 4 years, and so to finally all kind of come together just at the right time, I'm stoked. I think she's a heck of a coach. I love her offense. I love her approach to games and her approach to her players and the relationship she has with her players, and so I just think that we're going to do something really special here and moving.
Beyond the physical edge Sophie brings to protect her teammates, there's a basketball fit so perfect it almost feels unfair to the rest of the league. While her toughness has grabbed the headlines, her elite shooting might be the real game changer for Indiana's offense. Last season, she knocked down 38% of her shots from beyond the arc, adding another dangerous shooter to space the floor around Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell, especially when defenses try to double-team them.